Welcome to the Gray Area. The Gray Area Media. We've obligated ourselves to be the voice for all communities, speaking on topics that include community, religion, education, politics, technology, sports, health, and wellness. The Gray Area Media is a platform created by longtime friends for the sole purpose of providing our communities with the ability to voice current, past, and modern-day issues. The Gray Area, in its naming significance, solely speaks to the area in which people shy away from speaking because of media-based constraints or contractual-based obligations. Well, I'm here to tell you, we don't do that here. So please, stay tuned in. We're going to go live in a few minutes. Don't forget, please add us as a friend on Facebook so that you can follow our live feed. And not only that, please add us on Twitter and Instagram at The Gray Area Media. Please visit our website at www.thegrayareamedialive.com. Thank you. Hello viewers, we are live today and this is The Gray Area. This is your boy Ray E.
This is your boy P. Wills, what's up?
And we have some very special guests in the building today. Alonzo Miles has joined us again.
Man,
he's been here several times now.
Not about me.
I don't even know if I have to introduce you. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't. we all good over here, man. Shout out to the jungle, though.
Shout out to the jungle.
Shout out to the jungle, man. Doing their thing. King Kendall's in the building.
Oh, radio smasher.
Man,
big up.
Yeah. RnB hit.
RnB, man. Trying to do it, man. Trying to do it for the ladies for the one time. Appreciate the Gray Area, man.
For sure.
Appreciate you.
Then we got my man Skypp in the building.
What's happening?
Hip-hop extraordinaire.
Hey, we in here. What's good?
Man, we got a very important discussion today in regards to the state of music today, man. You guys are on the rise doing your thing, and one thing that captured me while listening to both of you guys' music is that you guys are still keeping it fresh, like the stuff that I grew up hearing pretty much,
right.
You know, like early 90s, early to mid 90s. Music has kind of gotten away from that feel. It's really more about the club music, which I don't knock, because every piece of music that's out there has its way, you know, it's area, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
there's a lot of club music. R&B music don't have feeling no more. It's just wham bam, thank you ma'am.
Sure.
You know, and hip hop is categorized as something that it's not. But we got to put up with it, you know what I'm saying? We went through that phase with my white tee and, you know, and okay, you know, and we had
lean back and all that.
And we had to cope with it, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that music changes, you know. Let's start with you guys. How do you keep the music the same as what we grew up listening to? Like, how do you maintain that?
Inspirations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So how do you maintain that and keep it going? And also, how do you correlate in your music into today? Like Jay-Z's 444 album was really a wake up financially, mentally, you know, physically, everything. It's kind of a, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm making money, but look, check this out. These are the important things. These are not the important things.
For sure.
Are you guys emphasizing that in your music? Mm-hmm. And just tell us about that a little bit. Skypp, you can go first.
I always keep it authentic. I feel like you can't go wrong when you're keeping it authentic. And some people, they keep it authentic in a different way. Like, you can ask a trap rapper or a ABC rapper, and they'll tell you they're keeping it authentic.
Right.
But it's just a different way people keep it authentic.
Right.
I like to keep mine authentic in a way that anybody can relate to.
Right.
Like, everybody can relate to trap music, no matter if it's your reality or not. So I try to keep it soulful and authentic and, you know, like real gritty and to the point.
Right.
And that's why I can perform in front of any crowd, because anybody can relate to the kind of music I make, because I put that soul. It got a little bit of jazz, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of hip hop,
for sure,
a little bit of pop.
Right.
You know, I try to correlate everything into my artistry.
For sure. So what inspired that?
Man, I had something I wanted to talk about. We're gonna talk about it later, though.
Okay.
There's one thing in particular that inspired me that I never told nobody because it's kind of humiliating.
Okay.
But more than anything, the struggle really inspired me a whole lot. And like when I grew up, when I was growing up, my mom made me listen to a lot of music. And even though I didn't like it then because I was young and you know, I was lean with it, rock with it, that it always stayed there. So I knew what good music sounded like. You know what I mean? So as I grew, it was instilled in my head that this is the music that's going platinum. that's the music that's just hot to us kids.
Right.
But I got common sense when it comes to music, so I know what's selling and what's just hot.
Right.
So I always make sure I stay relevant in every genre of music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, define what you mean by good music. I mean, are you talking about like the sound of it or the content?
I mean, it's not even the sound. It used to be the sound. It might still be the sound, bro. It's really, everybody got different preferences, man. But good music to me is just music that anybody can listen to. That's my definition of good music. If anybody can listen to it, it's good music. If you can't play it around your grandmother, it's not good music. You know, I don't care how people may be offended by that, but if anybody can listen, it's good music.
Yeah, and one thing, man, that's very unique with your music, man. I mean, you don't curse.
Absolutely.
I mean, why?
Well, I used to have a real bad mouth, actually. But
shout out to AJ Miles for having a bad mouth.
I don't think the funny part is I don't think I have a bad mouth. I'm very respectful all the time.
You have a way with words.
I do. I wrote a book. Of course, I have a way with words, but
that's what you found.
I just say what's on my mind. I am passionate.
Nothing wrong with that. He's crazy.
Very passionate, man.
But I actually addressed this because I have a lot of supporters I lost over something foolish like that. But I addressed it in track 2 of my album. It started off and said, "One more question, Skypp. Why you stop cussing in your music? We feel it was your manager that made you do it." And I said, "My manager influenced it, but I'm a man. Let me break it down slowly so you understand. As a teenager, my granny found out I was rapping. She wanted to listen, but I knew that couldn't happen. My mama heard the music, said my brother couldn't hear it. Now there's 2 potential fans gone, all because of my lyrics." And that basically broke down why I stopped cussing in my music. That was like 2013 when I stopped doing that.
Wow.
But it was just like, man, I felt like I was really holding myself back from a big fan base out there that I could have had.
You know what?
And I now have that fan base.
You know what? That's a segue. To bring up
Absolutely.
the whole Jay-Z thing too, because I got into arguments like last week of people that saying that Jay should have dumbed it down.
Right.
So some people might say, well, Skypp dumbed it down, so he's losing like a fan base.
Right. I did lose a few fans, but I gained 10 times more fans.
Well, there you go.
10 times more.
Absolutely, and you respected more. And you opening up for Babyface this weekend?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Right. This is like our 4th time opening, maybe 5th, but we're going to Nashville, Tennessee, August the 11th to open for him again. And if that goes well, we have another opportunity coming up. But
that's awesome.
Like my manager and Babyface have a really good relationship.
Dope.
He was Babyface's first manager, and they maintained that relationship throughout all these years.
That's good to have a good manager.
Absolutely.
And somebody that is connected to the industry like that.
Yeah, he's a great
That's
manager.
awesome.
Good is an understatement. He's great.
That's
Great.
awesome.
Shout out to Uncle Jim's.
Uncle Jim's, man, what's happening?
Uncle Jim's. Shout out.
We got to get you, in the gray area too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
King Kendall.
Yeah.
RnB.
Yeah.
You bringing back those soothing vibrations, those sounds that I'm familiar with, man.
Right on.
Singing ain't what it used to be. Everybody think they can sing.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. I think Lil Wayne started that.
Rap singing and mumbling. But
and again, ain't nothing wrong with that, because in some ways that drives some fans, and artists I think are always trying to shift into different lanes to capture more people. So I understand that, but we miss the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what was a part of the 90s is what I put in my music. That's one of my stories. Real life. I write my own music.
Right.
This new project, Sexy Summer Vibes, is about, the intro in 444, don't ever pull a Eric Benet.
Right.
And I got my rider.
Right.
And that's what it's about. And here's what people don't understand about my music is that you see me with my shirt off, that's me, great. But you see my rider with me, and when I'm talking about sex, love, and pain, it's about one woman. It's not about multiple.
Awesome.
When you get married, 60% of marriages end in divorce.
Right.
And so what they do is, what it took to get your baby hooked is the same thing it's going to take to keep them. You got married, and then you get her, and then you get comfortable, and then you losing the swag.
Right.
And so my music is, when you going, like, if you going to church today, you don't want to talk about sex.
Right.
But that's why marriages are failing. That's why couples are arguing and don't keep the spice. And so,
Communication is lacking.
number one, I have to keep it real in my music.
For sure.
Every single lyric is not facetious, exaggerated. It's about her, and
Shout out to her.
yeah, Natural Jasmine. I think she's a writer, and so that's that '90s real music.
You know what's interesting is when I first saw her, I said, "Man, she looked familiar." But then she was in your video.
She's in every.
That's why she looked
familiar.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's a dedication I
just
made.
pulled it up. I was like, oh, that's who that is.
Yeah, that's a dedication I made to make
That's
sure
awesome.
she's in each one of my videos because, you know, we don't see that today. We always trying to hide the ride or dies, but I'm making her public. So
That's awesome, man.
I got to lose some fans for it.
Hey, well, how did you get started in the R&B?
So funny thing is I was in another genre. You know, switching for me was amazing. I was with my father. He used to travel for the Colts and you know, traveling around the world. And then I've always, you know, I started singing. Launched my R&B career in 2016 with a project called The Return of R&B. And I felt this so tough. I was with the Tyrese movement. He said we don't buy real albums anymore. We don't support the artists, and we don't really, you know, we've lost the essence of R&B.
For sure.
Love. I mean, brother, you can't tell me 90s R&B. You used to want to put a boom box on
it was real.
out the girl's window.
It was real.
And then just take your shirt off and just and we've lost that, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
And we need brothers to get their swag back and love and connect with the love languages of women.
Right.
So I talk about it all in my music and the love languages. But I got started out, you know, drummer, playing drums since the age of 4. Taught myself to play keys, produce music. Yeah. And I used to play in churches. Right. You know, so I play it all.
You play instruments too?
Yeah, I play for real.
What instruments do you play?
Piano, drums, and I taught myself a little bit of electric guitar. I play with that a little bit.
That's awesome, man.
I got it tatted all over me. Music is I have to do music. Right. You feel me? If I never got $1 from it. Right. And I think that's why I'm getting dollars from it.
For sure. Passion, man. Passion is everything. There's people that do music out there, and I haven't known you that long, but I could tell that you're driven and that you in this for the long haul.
Absolutely.
Yeah, both of these guys I've been knowing for a long time, and you've been doing music for a long time. These guys are seasoned and ready to do this for the long haul. You know, what drives that? What drives that when you see the music changing so much? Because I used to be, I fell out of love with the industry. Right. I still love music, but I fell out of love with the industry of music because it just wasn't fun no more. It became more about the dollars, and the music wasn't, the essence of music wasn't there anymore. You know, but what keeps you guys in it and to continue doing that?
Really, it's the feedback I get from my people. It's so like generous and sincere, like what they say. Like I just posted a inbox somebody sent me today. Actually,
I reposted it.
Okay.
They said hey man, I never knew, some along the lines of, I never knew that it was a person in our city making Grammy worthy music.
Oh wow.
And I was like, wow, that was deep to me. You feel me? Yeah. And stuff like that. Like, how could I stop somebody telling me something like that? Right. And you know, just I got my manager, you know, he's not biased at all, and he tells me this is one of the best rap albums I've ever heard, you know, stuff like that. There's no way you can just walk away. Ain't no way in the world. And you know, I opened up for a whole lot of stores.
For sure.
I did a lot of stuff people dream to do. Right. And I think I'd be letting everybody down, even the artists who need me. They use me as hope.
Absolutely.
I'd be letting a lot of people down if I just stop, you know.
Yeah, for sure, because there's a lot of great hip hop artists that have given up.
Right.
I mean, both mainstream and local. They just decided to stop because it was just like it's not worth it to them. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, I see a lot of people will say that this is hard to make it in this city. I disagree. I think that you have to remain consistent and diligent in this city.
Well, that's the reason I ask every artist, why are you doing it? Right. Exactly. People, and if I answer your question and you say what drives me, it's the question I ask people in return, compared to who, compared to what. Meaning, when you say, people come up to me, bro, you doing it, and I go, compared to who, compared to what? Right. My personal goals. Right. I ain't even scratched it. Absolutely. I'm gaining 10,000 just streams a month just on Apple Music. Right. My personal goals, you have no idea. Right. You just have no idea. So why are you doing it? Right. Are you doing it for the money?
Absolutely.
You doing it for the females? You doing it for the ladies?
Right.
Nah, brother.
I do everything for the ladies.
What's the verse in my song? You do it for likes. I do it for cake. My numbers are real. They ain't fake.
I'm in a video.
You buying 200,000 Instagram followers. You doing it for the lifestyle?
Right.
I do this because I have to do this. My personal driving goals. Man. That's it. I got to do it. I got to do it.
Right. Awesome. I mean, and like I said, you know, you have to remain consistent and diligent. Yeah. When I was consistent, I had success. Right. Like I said, I fell out of love with the industry, but I love the process.
The music industry is tedious.
I did a lot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And what I see for you guys, man, you guys are going to go very far. Keep pushing, keep doing it, because that's absolutely necessary. There is no standard besides the ones who are consistently doing it.
Right.
And to me, those who remain humble and continue doing that are the standard in the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you continue to keep doing this, pushing this music and putting it out there in your field of work, you know, as far as hip-hop, I haven't seen a more consistent person than Skypp. You know, there's people out there doing music, but I haven't seen them on the radar recently. And then I don't like the way that they're going. When I listen to the music, it doesn't sound like it's going to be around a long time.
Because they're, you know, like, you know, I can tell by these two, you know, I've known Skypp for about 4 or 5 years now. Mm-hmm. So pretty much I can just tell that you two are just authentic, but you just being who you are. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like you're trying to jump on the train.
If two of us are the same, one of us ain't necessary.
You know what I mean?
What's the point?
Absolutely.
Why I gotta be like...
Right. You shouldn't want to sound like somebody else.
Exactly.
But, you know, that's what happens, you know, especially, man, when you come from a place that's not known for rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, you know, they want to sound like what's hot, so they just do that. But you're doing you. I mean, and for you to be young, you know, and not curse and all that, when the main crowd now, man, that's what they want to hear.
Absolutely.
But you being you, so, and, you know, both of you guys, man, you know, that passion is there. So that's, you know, those two things are going to carry y'all, man, far.
I appreciate that.
What do you guys think about? Let's talk about Jay-Z's 444 album for a minute, because I really feel like it was impactful.
Absolutely.
Now there's some people, I've heard just a few women that don't disagree with it, but I believe it's because they love Beyonce and
man, there's a lot of men too.
You know, you know, so whatever the hate is for me, I think it's absolutely awesome to hear our album. It's refreshing and it's educational.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you know, like he said, you know, for $9.99.
I'm hipping
you know what I'm saying? Giving you game.
I was extremely disappointed in the artist, the African American artist that came out.
Oh my God, man.
And you could tell it was because they realized the stronghold they have on the community and it's wrong. Mm-hmm. And you disrespecting Jay for trying to change something, so you can hold on to your money and status and mind screwing people.
Right. That's that 10% that want to keep the 85 controlled, man.
You know, that's just it.
All it is.
It's just it was a little frustrating and upsetting, and I jugged with it completely with what Jay-Z was doing. It's necessary, man.
Yeah,
necessary.
Absolutely. AJ,
what's good?
What do you think about the 444 album?
Well,
I haven't heard your perspective yet. I haven't heard.
I even called him.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it in person.
AJ,
you haven't been on Facebook because I've been.
You can't get him.
It's hard, man, because I got like 5,000 friends, and by the time I get to see stuff, if I see it, it's special.
But I'm number one.
He's posting stuff every look. AJ is posting. When the album drop, bro,
come up a lot in my feed.
So here's how I feel, man. And it's a simple thing. I went off on people about Tupac the other day. Right, and everybody was mad at me because I pointed out some obvious things about Tupac. You know, like his inconsistencies in his song, the fact that the Thug Life moniker was more embraced by the thugs more than the revolutionary people.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then the fact, and I hate to say this on your show, but he died doing niggas right. You feel what I'm saying? He died jumping somebody in the MGM and then having a drive-by, right? Mm-hmm. And I did it on purpose due to the fact that everybody was coming at Jay-Z on like the goofiest things ever. But how I feel about the 444 album is that I think as
we're gonna go back to that Tupac thing.
Yeah,
I got some questions.
No, as a man, I feel like it's refreshing in a sense, not necessarily refreshing, but it's needed to hear because he explains emotions of how he dealt with his woman and how he wasn't ready in those situations. You know, I wasn't ready, blah, blah, blah. He dealt with the situation with Kanye. If y'all listen to St. Pablo and then listen to Kill Jay-Z, like the songs basically coincide. Okay. So the same way I felt about Lemonade, like when Lemonade came out and the visual came out, I felt it was one of the greatest albums ever because it's dealing with a lot of things that black community doesn't deal with. And that's the mental health of us and the emotions. We don't like to show emotions. Every time I get into any debate, they be like, why you getting so emotional, fam? And I'm like, I'm a passionate person, so I don't hold anything in. I don't have, like, and that puts me in a position to where I don't ever hold grudges. I'm not even mad at anybody the next day. So, because I don't ever have this moment like, I should have said this. I don't have those moments. I'm saying exactly what's on my heart, what's on my mind. But as far as the 444 album, it was a great album. And going back to Tupac, I feel like as a Tupac fan and as a hip-hop fan, Tupac was a revolutionary, and he was very passionate about a lot of things. And everything that he talked about and wanted the black community to do, Jay-Z is doing, yet we have a problem with Jay-Z doing it. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous that people, Jay-Z is literally, Tupac said, I might not be able to do this. He's 25 years old, but I will inspire the minds of the people who would carry this on. So it's obvious Tupac inspired Jay-Z. Right? Yeah. He has a song, Me and My Girlfriend. His first smash with Beyonce was a Tupac sample. So it's obvious that he inspired you. And now Jay-Z's belling Fathers out for Father's Day. He's belling the Rioters out in the Freddie Gray thing in Baltimore. He's doing everything for the black community. He's giving opportunities for the athletes. He said, I'm going to put pressure on the agents because they knock on the same door. So I'm going to be an agent and sign Kevin Durant and get him $325 million from Nike. You know what I'm saying? So, and with Tidal, right? You got two artists here. And they told you before this that Tidal gives them the most money. So I want to give them.
You guys are both on Tidal.
Yes, I want to give them money back to the artists because I feel like the artists are getting raped. So he's doing everything Tupac's legacy and vision was, and the Tupac fans hate Jay-Z. It's the worst thing in the world.
But is it fair to criticize Tupac at a state where he was removed?
And then I
know you aren't criticized, but is it fair to use that analogy in a sense? Because I know that it was really just to say, like, look, you can't get mad at Jay when this was happening. But is it fair to bring him in at a point where he didn't even really get to do what he wanted to do? Because I feel like if he would have lived, he probably would have done.
He might have been like
the same, if not more.
He might have been like Kanye. Look at Kanye's early career: college dropout, graduation, late registration. All these were super black power type CDs, right? So Kanye is a Gemini the same way Tupac is a Gemini, right? So no, what I did and what anybody with a talk show should do or a podcast should do is raise awareness. I wanted to piss the Tupac fans off so they can understand the perspective that I'm coming from. It wasn't like I'm hating on Pac, because I'm not. I think he was an amazing person. I think what he done as far as revolutionary wise, and he was smart enough, just like I feel like Kanye is smart enough. I told people the other day I think the reincarnation of Tupac is Kanye West, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy. But as far as the emotions and willing to speak his mind at all times, no matter what's going on, and how he feels about anything, I think Kanye is an absolute child of Tupac. But when it comes to those things, they're just Gemini. So I'm a Gemini, right? And y'all know me personally. Everybody in here know me personally, right? When I met Skypp, we was hooping. Did I even seem like I was any controversial or anything on the basketball court, Skypp?
No, sir.
So when people meet me in person, KD, we go everywhere and I'm cool. Everywhere. Y'all know me personally, right? I'm the most laid back, cool person ever. And if somebody calls me with a problem, I tell them to try to fix it in the most positive way. I'm also one of the most optimistic people. I'm like, it's gonna be all right, man. We can work through this, right? But when you see me on Facebook, I look very controversial all the time, right? I'm a Gemini. There's two sides to me, and I'm okay with that. Same way with Tupac, same way with Kanye, and Jay-Z's a Sagittarius. And I'm not trying to get on this whole astronomy thing, but he's just smarter, more slick, more calculating, strategic person. So he's carrying on the legacy of what black people need, and I feel like that's what 444 needed. And I just feel like it's weird. People are like, oh, now you dropping the conscious album. Reasonable Doubt was a conscious album. If you got past the drugs, and I explain to people, like, he's talking about, selling dope and everything on Reasonable Doubt, but he's also giving you game. But the reason he's talking about selling dope, because that's what he was most successful at before rap. So when if you read Love Affair with Your Motivation, which is a shameless plug, which is my book, if you read that, it's a lot of basketball references in it. Why is that? Because that's what I was the most successful at, so that's what I compare my life to, because I see everything like a basketball game. You know what I'm saying? So he's seen everything in the drug world. So, I mean, like, things he said, it still resonates with me today, from The Evils, from Can I Live, to Politics as Usual, and these are all Unreasonable Doubt. I'm a super hip-hop fan like Pat, and like you, and I just love music. So, I'm the person who went to the Migos concert. I'm the person who went to Travis Scott concert. I'm the person who would defend Lil Uzi and would defend Lil Yachty. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hip hop. At the end of the day, hip hop saved my life just like it saved everybody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Because it was that voice that gave us everything. So don't come at me if you think I'm being biased. I told people to go listen to Young Thug album, and it was a dope. I don't know about this new one, but the one before was dope. And if I got an opinion, at the end of the day, music is nothing about nothing but what you can relate to, right? And what resonates with you. So if I'm feeling Skypp album, right, and I'm like, yo, this is dope because it's inspired by it. He's talking about the kids at Warren Central. He's talking about overrated. He's talking about life. He's talking about all these things, and he doesn't cuss, and he gives these kids inspiration. I'm feeling that, but just because I'm feeling Skypp album doesn't mean I can't like Debo's album. And Debo's not talking about the same thing that Skypp's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a multifaceted human being, and I have different likes and dislikes, and I like melodies and all that, and that's what the Migos provide. Quavo and Travis and Drake, they got melodies. Doesn't mean I can't like Kendrick and I can't like Jay-Z. It's just weird that
it's different food, man.
Yeah, weird they try to box you into. You a conscious person who like conscious rap, so you can only like conscious. No, I can like the Migos. I can sing 17.5 when I go to the club and dab all over the club because I want to. And there's nothing you can do about it.
I agree with everything except Lil Uzi is hip-hop.
I'm going to tell you what Lil Uzi is, okay? And then I'm going to get back to the artist. Lil Uzi is Elvis in reverse, all right? Lil Uzi takes white people problems, and he does it over trap sounds, trap beats,
I can see
and
that.
our melodies, right?
And
that's all. If you go to a Lil Uzi concert, you see nothing but like white people, but he's talking about problems that white people have, right? Because they grew up in the era where it's different. You know what I'm saying? So he has these white people problems, but he's still using the black sound. You know what I'm saying? He's still using Now I Do What I Want or whatever. He's still using the black sound. It's the white people problems over trap and melodies, and that's all it really is.
I want to hear all y'all opinion on this. What do y'all think about the femininity in music? Because, like, I listen to Lil Uzi. There's some songs I'm like, okay, I hear them enough, and I'm on board. But then I see them like performing or on TV or on Facebook somewhere, and I'm just like, why is he so feminine? Like I'm not a homophobe. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into.
It's funny that you have to.
I don't get into. Yeah, because people really think that if you don't like that, then you don't like gay. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with people that's their preference. Don't bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? Keep it over there. But I don't have a problem with that. That's your life. But what I do have a problem with is people who have a high influence. And that influence shows these young men who are already coming from emotional families and emotional situations and traumatic experiences, dealing with life and the world. And then the thing that they idolize because they're kids, because they watch TV and all these things, they idolize these other young men coming up that are influential and do music, and they have the wrong idea.
I want to speak.
So let's speak to that.
Let me be real quick. My theory is it's called the music business for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm coming out with a project, Chess Moves, How to Make Money in the Music Industry as an independent artist next year.
Okay.
One of the first chapters is what makes you purple. If you go right across the street, you're riding down the street, you see what color are cows? Black and white.
Yeah.
You see a purple cow.
Right.
That cow's gonna get a lot of attention.
Right.
What makes you different in the midst of all of the artists? And I think from the business perspective, little people, how it was a long time that people said Lil Wayne is one of the smartest people in the world. Don't be fooled. He has a degree. A lot of these dudes doing this, the music business. And though it may not be your kind of preferred purple, my kind of preferred purple, what makes him different?
Right.
It is what makes him different and unique.
Right.
Do I get with it? Do I agree? Do I like the fashion? Do I like you acting this way? But it gets people talking.
Right.
And so I think that's kind of my opinion of every time I see something different, I think, that's what makes them purple.
Right. And I like that. And I don't knock that at all. But I feel like in the industry, you have to have something different about you.
But I can't get with the feminine.
Yeah, I mean, that's
can't get
tough.
with it.
because you think about the kids that's coming after you.
Right.
And you don't want them to get the wrong idea.
No, this whole generation doesn't think about the kids coming after them. I'm going to ask Skypp this question. I think it's this. I think we are in the era, and it's Skypp's era because he's 25. And I think Skypp is purple, as King Kendall said. Because he actually went against the grain.
That's very purple. No cussing is very purple.
Not just rapping what he raps on in general. Right. But I think this generation is about getting the bag.
Yeah.
Right. So if everything's money based, there is no integrity ever. Right. So it's like I don't have to. I do anything and look like a clown as long as that bag is coming. Because every excuse every single time is like I got that bag.
Okay.
Right? So I think we're in a generation to where we just jump on waves, and right now a big wave is the homosexual LGBT thing, because if you jump on their wave, they support like no other, and if you disagree with the wave, they come at you crazy. So if I'm a guy, I'm not gonna really disrespect them, because back in the day in the 70s, dudes was wearing blouses and all this other goofy stuff, especially with Prince and this whole generation. Yeah, they wore female clothes too. So I think when it comes to fashion, I talked to a couple people in fashion. They told me that fashion repeats itself like history.
Yeah.
Like you got people trying to wear like all the kids now are dressing like 90s. You know, like it's cool to be in the 90s swag. So I'm not going to disrespect them on what they're wearing, but it is a clear agenda. So if I come out in a dress, anytime a man can say, I want to be a woman but still want to date women, and then as soon as I do it, I get woman of the year and have a sex change and keep my peace. Like at the end of the day, if you do that and you making that bag, it's going to be influential to kids.
Right.
It's going to be influential. They're going to be like, dang.
That's how you get money.
That's how you get money. Just say, I feel like a woman, or I agree with all this LGBT things. You can't speak against it. So at the end of the day, I think we're in an era where kids follow waves due to about getting that bag. That's just me, but what do you think, Skypp? Because me and Skypp almost went friends on the LGBT when they went to.
Nah, I don't really feel no kind of way about that. I just feel like people should just let people be whatever they want to be. For sure. Like it's really that simple to me. Like
I think that's a slippery slope.
Nah, it's not. It's just, I mean,
well, let's be, because you don't have to live. You don't got to buy their music.
But look, you know what you eat, what they eat, don't make you, you know.
That's a Jay-Z line.
That's my whole thing, though.
Where's the love?
The only reason that post went that far is that's my fault. I should have just said how I felt and got off. But you got a way of bringing something out of people. But nah, man. I mean, back to your question, Ray. You just need a gimmick to make it. That's all it is. And I don't necessarily agree with how they dress, but that's why I started Skypp Saturdays, and that's why I stopped cussing in my music, and that's why I kept it authentic, because that's my gimmick.
Right.
You know, Skypp Saturdays was a huge gimmick. Unfortunately, it came to a bad end, but that was my gimmick. You know, I just wanted to do something different, and that's their different. But it's like so popular to be, you know, homosexual nowadays that that's what they want. Like if y'all don't know, white teenagers in the gay lesbian community buy the most music.
Right.
So why wouldn't they appeal to that crowd?
Right.
They literally, those two crowds.
White teenagers in general all over the country buy way more music than any community.
No, it's about the same with the gay and lesbian community. Like they buy just about as much music, and if that's the two biggest markets to hit, they're going to appeal. And that's what the labels are telling these artists.
But do y'all agree with them trying to basically force or influence people to go that route?
No, that's the issue. Let me say this, because my fans might be white. 80% of my fans are female. Okay. The 20%, 10% of the 20% male are LGBT community. Right. Gay. So, I have a theory that I don't care if you white, black, purple, whatever, listen to me, but I have the problem with pushing the agenda, pushing it that you gotta be this way. You know what I'm saying? I just
because it goes into saying that, like, if you're saying be yourself, you're saying be who you are. If that's who you are, that's one thing. But if you use that as a gimmick, that's another thing.
Like, who's that artist?
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Like, who's that artist that he just came out with an album? I can't think of his name right now, but I guess he's in like a movie theater, and behind him, you know, there's two guys kissing.
Lil Yachty.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you know, just trying to push it on people. You know what I'm saying?
Labels, man. The labels know that community buys a lot of music.
Lil Yachty said he did that. Lil Yachty said on Joe Budden's and what's the name's podcast that was his idea, because he feels like he's an outcast.
I can't get
and everybody around him.
Music.
Everybody around him is everybody in that picture is an outcast, so he felt like he was an outcast. I will say this though. I like Peekaboo. I think it's a hot record from Lil Yachty. If y'all ain't never heard it, it's him and the Migos. It's a hot record to me. Just like I like Cardi B's Bodak Yellow. I like music.
Shout out to Cardi B.
If it goes hard, I like it. But I will say this: white people in the LBG community, they've been gay for years. Elton John has been gay for years and is one of the biggest artists in the world. Right? The thing is that they needed that influence. They needed that black skin because
they were being who they are.
Exactly. They needed that black skin and that influence because black people are the most followed people in the world. We are the most influential people in the world. So they needed somebody black. So that's why they pushing it on the black community. That's why when Jason Collins came out, it was today's hero and all this. They needed that black skin to say we agree with homosexuality, and that's the difference. That's why it's being pushed so heavy in hip hop right now, because they know if it's pushed heavy in hip hop, it's acceptable to the world because the world follows hip-hop. That melanin.
Yeah, I'd love to see what the viewers think. Comment now. I'd love to see what the viewers think. Like, share this.
Because I think, listen, this is not me personally. I think we have two very, very, very extremely dope artists here and very influential artists. Yeah. And I would rather talk about their album than give light to some more LGBT stuff.
Well, I do have one question on this discussion, right? You know what I'm saying? We are here to promote what you guys are doing, but we're also here to raise awareness to what's going on and you know, give your perspective. It's important for the dialogue.
I mean, because I do have a serious question though, and you know, he kind of touched on it, and this is another issue that I have, like, and they were like pushing this, man. I mean, period. It's like gay is the new black. I mean, whatever.
Because they needed that melanin, fam.
I hear you, but
you know what I'm saying? We're the most influential people. Every artist who's ever came into our genre is the number one artist of their kind. Yeah. Eminem, Elvis, Bruno Mars, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus. They all use hip hop in our genre and our melanin and our swag to boost their rating.
Hip hop is the most influential.
Listen, you want to ask me the agenda, brother? Listen. Ask the female, ask the lady, ladies, ask the lady how they feel about the agenda. Most women want a strong man. You got single mothers. So I guarantee you ask them how they feel about the agenda, I guarantee you they'll tell you that it's one of the most degrading things ever, because homes are being broken up. Homes, strong families and men are not stepping up anymore, man. And so I think that's vitally important that we have some examples that don't mind spitting the real and being a man.
Absolutely.
Really, at the end of the day.
For sure. We're sorry for any scratchiness you guys are getting out there. We're going to check the sound just to make sure that you guys can hear us well.
Yeah.
So
can we listen to their albums, man?
Yeah. While we're
Sexy
checking
Summer Vibes everywhere.
Yeah, man. Drop them too. Sexy Summer Vibes. Can we listen to their
everywhere? Everywhere.
Okay. Let's go Skypp first. Skypp, you have a song called Overrated, featuring Amber Nicole and MMYP.
Yep.
Monty and Ani. We're going to let the viewers listen to it. And then we're going to get let you tell us what inspired it and what was it about.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So y'all check out this real quick while we check out the audio and see what's going on. Hold on. Give me a second here. Overrated by Skypp.
So overrated. Oh yeah. The money, the love, so overrated. Oh yeah. The wars, religion, so overrated. Oh yeah. College in the club, yeah. Riding on some dubs, yeah. Life is what you make it. That's till somebody take it. 12-year-old girl raped and shot, found naked. You trying to fit the mold, meanwhile I'm trying to break it. You wanna be the plug, meanwhile I'm trying to shake it off, yeah.
Yo.
That was dope.
That was nice, Skypp.
I appreciate it.
That was nice. That was really nice. What y'all think about that this song right there? Hold on.
I write pretty much all day.
Who's that guy?
It's you too.
Shout out to the viewers.
Overrated.
Yeah, please let us know.
That's a nice sound, bro.
I appreciate it.
Where'd you get that? What was the production?
Production from Zero the Composer, man.
Zero the Composer?
Yes, sir. That's my
dope,
guy.
Man. Shout out man to him.
My main man.
Shout out man to him.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Viewers, what y'all think about the Overrated? Share the feed and give us as many likes, heart likes, whatever y'all prefer out there. Just to show some love to Skypp there, to let us know what y'all think about that track. Wilson, Aisha says that was dope. Tamika Israel said I needed that. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
For sure.
Let us know how the audio sounds too. We definitely don't want to, mess the audio up. We want y'all to hear us clearly. So thank you for letting us know that.
One of my fans in here, Aisha Kendall Wilson. That's one of my new Kendalls.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you, Aisha, tuning in.
There you go. All right. Let's see over to King Kendall. King Kendall, you got some new music on the way.
Sexy Summer Vibe.
Which one you want to play first?
Let's hit him with Play It Cool. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do Fade. You want
wait. I'm sorry. I need to give Skypp a chance to explain to us what this song is about.
I like what he said.
Because it was dope, and I was vibing to it. Definitely got to get the album. Explain to us what Overrated is and what inspired it.
First and foremost, for anybody that just heard the song, my name is Skypp, and it's spelled Skypp. My album is called Jaffe 2, inspired by Jaffe 2, inspired by. It's available on all music outlets. But like when you read the title and you said Overrated by Skypp featuring Amber Nicole and MMYP, and then you said Mani and Ani, I want to talk about that because the CD is called Jaffe 2, inspired by, and me calling it that basically was me trying to make a gimmick out of this album. So when you read Mani and Ani, those are the two people that inspired that specific song. Okay. So if you look at the track list for Jaffe 2, inspired by, every song has the name of a person, a group of people, or a thing that inspired that exact song. So shout out to Mani and Ani for inspiring that song, Overrated. But Overrated is produced by Zero the Composer, recorded and mixed by Legacy, mastered by Shadow Cat and Warren Harris of the Night Sons.
Shout out to Shadow Cat, man.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. Big shout out to Shadow Cat. And that song, man, it came from a Facebook post I made a while back. The Facebook post simply said, "Life is overrated." And the internet went crazy. Like they thought I was suicidal and everything. But it wasn't nothing like that. It was just a statement like, I just look at all the things going on in life, man. And it's like, man, that is, I just feel like it's overrated, man. I probably could have worded it different. But that's my overall statement, and that's how I feel. Life is overrated, and that's what inspired that song.
Yeah, man. Hey, touch on, man, where you got the the word Jaffe from.
Jaffe. Jaffe is the last name of my best friend who got murdered in 2011. He got murdered on the same exact day my first official album released. And I woke up to the news, man. I was in good spirits because my CD was releasing, but then that news came. We had a lot of stuff playing, man, and that was just a super unexpected death that happened. Yeah. And I promised everybody that I would always do it in remembrance of him. You know, I tried to market the word Jaffe rather than just making it a depressing title. Yeah. So Jaffe is basically another word for real or solid. So I always say in my CD, I'm gonna keep it Jaffe.
Jaffe, yeah.
Yeah, and that's where it came from. Just taken after Dr. Ray.
For sure.
Ray Jaffe.
For sure. Yep, the sound went out for a second, but it's back up. I apologize. What y'all think about that sound now? Real quick. Tell us how it sound real quick.
I don't think anybody's responding.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Yeah. Okay, good. Perfect.
Sound,
Sorry about that. All right. That's great, man. I heard everything, even though I was fumbling, but that's awesome. Sure. That's really awesome. So we're going to go to King Kendall, and we're going to let y'all hear.
Girl Tonight.
You want them to hear Girl
music
Tonight?
Video out now. Girl Tonight.
Girl
Tonight. That is mine.
Girl Tonight. Okay.
That's mine.
Okay. All right.
Let me know what you think.
Here we go. Look at that eye. Say it's the radio station. King Kendall. Yeah. Let's talk some about it. Give it to him real smooth. You know?
Said you got off of work and you need to take a shower. Come on, come on, come on. See you in an hour. Well, you don't need no clothes. I'ma lick your head to toe. Tonight, oh tonight, you're all mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, I wanna make love for the rest of the night. I ain't never had a love like this in my life. So baby, tell your homegirls you ain't going out tonight. 'Cause baby, tonight, girl, tonight, that ass is mine. Said I'm trying to get in your mental and help you with your issue. But these other girls, they ain't you, and these niggas trying to play you. I know you want better. Yeah, what I'm trying to say to you is I wanna make you my boo. Yeah. So baby, give it all to me. Girl, I wanna make love. I wanna make love, yeah. I ain't never had a love like this in my life. Never had love. So baby, tell your homegirls you ain't going out tonight. Tell them, baby. 'Cause baby, tonight, girl, tonight, that ass is mine. That ass is mine. 'Cause baby, tonight, girl, tonight, that ass is mine. This
Just saying. This ain't no app shit. Yeah. Fall in love. Time to done talk. Yeah. I'm trying to get in your mental. But these other girls, they ain't you.
Hey, okay. I love R&B, man.
Yeah. Now Ray's an R&B artist, so you gotta ask Ray what he thinks.
I like listen. I love R&B too.
Right it took me probably 30 seconds to get into it, but once I caught the vibe, I started loving it. So it's one of them songs like anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to hear it a few times, but
you got to put Ville on the song.
After almost toward the end of it, I wanted to hear more. So
that's the album, man. That's what I wanted to do. Right on.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Some of the viewers, different vibe, but a dope track.
On there, yes.
We got some fires. Girl said yes.
I love about indie artists.
Shout out to Donnie. That's the homie.
Yeah, I'm a national artist, but I'm located in Indianapolis.
King,
Indiana.
Yep. So Dinesha, Renee, yep. Definitely took
30 seconds.
J2 said definitely took 30 seconds. But overall, man, I like it, man. So explain to us, what went into that track.
Man, that track is, brother, like I said, the 90s R&B. When you wanted your girl to come over, you explain what you're going to do to her, make her feel special.
Right.
And notice, it ain't 30 women. I ain't talking about smashing different chicks. It's one.
Talk about one.
I'm going to give you
Y'all
all
gotta appreciate
of
that.
this. I'm going to give you
Y'all
all
appreciate
of
that,
this.
man.
Find you a man like that, baby, who don't mind giving you all of that.
That's expected in R&B.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, though, bro, what keeps you grounded, man, to just focus on one, though?
First of all, my family.
Okay.
My parents were married it'll be, 35 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Of marriage. Integrity. Character must keep you or your gifts take you. So when you say long-winded, you got a lot of brothers who got a lot of giftedness, but they don't have character, and they make dumb decisions that kick them out of the room that their talent got them in.
Right.
And so keeping a loyal support, a loyal team, my DJ Spud who believe in me and my
Shout out to
family,
DJ
Spud in here. Man, look, it's knowing what I want out of life and don't make stupid decisions. But I got a real good team around me.
Hey, boy, you better take some notes out there. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Black love.
Yeah, I'm saying it's important because, he had that example,
Absolutely.
with his parents, man.
Right.
Absolutely.
Keeping the legacy going.
Skypp, you got some fans on here, man. They say we want to hear some more
bring back
Skypp.
some Skypp. Hey, man, bring it back.
Ain't
Bring
Right
it back.
on, Aisha said finally somebody bring an R&B back. Right on,
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey, Skypp is dope though, man.
He is.
Gotta love him.
He is dope.
And he's a humble
Super
guy.
dope.
I didn't know Skypp rapped. We was hooping in Preston. He's like, "Hey man, you want my CD?" I was like, "You rap?"
Cross you over and give you some flow.
No, man, he got a J-ball now though.
No, what? When'd you get that?
He got a J-ball now though, man. Like low key, he got a J-ball, man.
When you play enough, it comes eventually.
Hey man, Skypp,
shoot now,
Skypp
man.
was a mid-range killer. He get in that mid-range and murder.
No, man, he's shooting that NBA 3 like it's nothing. Yes.
I done stepped it up.
Yeah, man.
Got a little muscle on me now, so I can shoot for it.
I think I'm gonna get my lifetime membership back so I can come here and get y'all buckets again.
All right, so we got a track called "Beneficial."
Yes.
DJ, is that a feature?
No, it's the Inspired By.
That goes back to the Inspired By. The CD is called Jaffe 2 Inspired By. So every track you see right there in the parentheses, those are the thing, the person or group of people that inspired the song.
Can I say something real quick, Skypp? Yes. Earlier you said it was like a gimmick that you said that.
And that's creative as hell.
I don't think it's a gimmick. That's just creative, and it shows love to people that inspire you. I think that's admirable that people like, because we hear tracks and stuff, we don't know where they came from. The fact that you acknowledge the people that inspired you in life and inspired the track, it's not a gimmick. That's just realness. So I don't ever want you to hear you say that again ever in your life.
I definitely agree, brother.
Okay, we're gonna
Uncle
let y'all.
James, what's happening?
We're gonna let
Uncle
y'all.
James, man, just chimed in.
Shout out to Uncle James. We're gonna let y'all hear.
Beneficial.
Hold on. Gotta make sure. And the viewers, y'all let us know. Make sure y'all share y'all where y'all music is in the feed. Because there's a lot of people that's interested in your music. So make sure y'all share your music and where it's at.
King Kendall everywhere.
Just Google King Kendall and Skypp. And
got Apple Music.
You'll be able to find the music.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Here is Beneficial by Skypp.
I came in the game raw with no plan B. Like where I start. I kept the city alive with a beat. Guess I'm the heart. Okay. They rock with you when it's beneficial. If you don't feel them, they get sentimental. But I ain't stunting how you feeling, boy. For all I know, it's always been an issue with you. Baby say she wants some red. Baby say she wants some red bottoms. But she get mad when I sting. She try to tell me I don't care about her. What? I only care about the cream. I'm thinking like it's $900 for some Louboutins. So I don't get why you get mad when I go out and grind. I got a long text, you say we ain't spending time. But baby, you ain't spend no money, I've been spending mine. They ride with you when it's beneficial. Yeah. They support you when it's beneficial. They gon' be there when it's beneficial. Crazy part, I always beneficial. They ride with you, they gon' be there. They gon' love you when it's beneficial. They support you, they adore you. Do anything for you when it's beneficial. I'm thinking one time, fool me once. 2 times, fool me twice. 3 times, you played yourself, there won't be a 4th time. Baby, we through for life. I'm thinking one time, you fooled me once. 2 times, you fooled me twice. 3 times, you played yourself, there won't be a 4th time, sucker. We came in the game raw with no plan B, just me, but I was thumping like a stampede with 2 feet, thinking maybe I'll win a Grammy. We'll see, I ain't no killer, but I can be. Feel free to pull up on me at the right time. I'll be throughout the city, jumping like I might kind. You the type to sit and wait until the right time. Look up and realize you've been waiting for a lifetime. Your hunger ain't like mine. Okay. Shout out to man, he just made it to the NFL. Let that be motivation for you. Don't be scared to fail. They gon' rock with you when it's beneficial, when that's real. Now that you came up on the fortune, they won't spin the wheel. Your brother dissed me on the record, but it felt the sale. When I congratulated you, he told me LOL. I guess since I don't rock with him, I gotta beef with you. When it's no longer beneficial, that's what people do. They ride with you when it's beneficial. Yeah. They support you when it's beneficial. Yeah. They gon' be there when it's beneficial. Yeah. crazy part, I always beneficial. They ride with you, they gon' be there. They gon' love you when it's beneficial. They support you, they adore you. Do anything for you when it's beneficial. I'm thinking one time, fool me once. 2 times, fooled me twice. 3 times, you played yourself. There won't be a 4th time, baby, we through for life. I'm thinking one time, you fooled me once. 2 times, you fooled me twice. 3 times, you played yourself. There won't be a 4th time, sucker, we through for life. Yeah. If I can't keep it real with you, I can't get it real. I can't deal with you, I can't deal. If I ain't starved with you, can't split a meal with you, nah. You could be on the floor, yeah. So what? And they gon' still kick you, I know they gon' still. It ain't the money or the fame, right? And what's the real issue? I told them, they sending shots, I sent one back, then spent the block to get they sacks. You do it for fame, I do it for racks, and that's why I don't beef on wax. I saw this coming from a mile away. No, you can't fool me with a smiling face. No, the crazy thing is I one call away. The crazy thing, I was one call away.
Dope.
Bruh, listen.
Yeah.
You get this scrunchy face.
You changed up
Like,
halfway through the song. Like,
bro.
it went to a different tempo.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was dope.
Hey, that's Zero the composer. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, bro, look.
I'm trying to tell you.
What you got to say, P. Will?
Look, man, I'm big on, like, content. I mean, I don't care what genre, man. And, like, I told you this, man. I love how your song structure is. Like, how you have, like, your subject, and then you just, like, break it down. I mean, it's like you're reading something, man.
Yeah, that's how I like to make it, man, so people can understand
dope.
fully understand where
I mean,
I'm coming from.
yeah, I mean, that's dope. It's like,
Do
I
you
mean,
have
if
a
you
video for that? That track is so
Yeah.
dope.
I do have a video for that.
put the,
man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? He puts the
That's
watch
called
on, man.
the
He puts the
magical
watch
watch.
on. Yeah, the magical watch.
So I read all y'all minds when I came in here and shook up with y'all. Y'all mind came up in my.
So what did my mind say then?
Yo, you was making a track, so you was playing that sample. That sample was just booming in my head.
Man, and that song is called Beneficial.
He beneficial.
Beneficial is actually my current single right now. If you look at it on iTunes or Vivo or YouTube, I have a music video for it.
man.
So SKYPP.
Song structure, man.
Why did you name everything that's not paying you the most? Where they need to find it at?
Title.
Find it at Tidal. Shout out to Tidal.
I'm actually working on getting a music video on Title too. So
Oh,
you know,
man.
we get
That'd be super efficient.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man. So distributions have now opened up Tidal as a part of, because I thought you had to do something special to get on Tidal because of how they kind of did things. But basically, if you distributing your music digitally, they're one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be
Man,
there.
that is dope, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, how
awesome,
can you-
man.
How can you hate on
Go out
Jay,
there,
man?
go out there and shout out to Tidal.
How
Shout
can you
out
hate
to
on Jay,
King
man?
Kendall and Skypp.
No, Skip. Where did just inspiration? I understand the inspiration.
Talk
from
about
DJ.
the inspiration.
This song is actually a crazy inspiration. DJ, I don't even want to get. Never mind. We can go ahead.
Nah, get in it.
By,
Get in it.
DJ is an old friend of mine. We kind of came up together, man. Since we was like 14 to 15 years old, and you know, he dropped a diss record and he dissed like a lot of people, and I was one of the people. And I was like, man, bro, we brothers, man. What's up, man?
Right.
I mean, I can understand everybody else, but me, you put
Right.
me in the midst of all those people. And he tried to break it down to me, man, but I wasn't getting it. It wasn't hitting me. Like, I couldn't understand why you would
Right.
diss your friend, you feel me? So, you know, over time, people started jumping in and it got worse and worse. But he inspired that song. They rock with you when it's beneficial.
Right.
They support you when it's beneficial.
Right.
They're going to be there when it's beneficial.
Right.
Crazy part, I always beneficial.
Right.
So like that, he inspired that exact song. Like I referenced a couple lines to him,
Right.
but the whole song isn't about him. It's not about him
Yeah.
at all. It's inspired by him.
Right.
But I
Gotcha.
broke it down, the story behind the song, how I came up with it inside the song.
That makes me think, like, and that's something that's like going, because that's perfect. That's something that is like rotten in the African American community. Like, for some reason, we hate seeing people do well.
Right.
And we have to get out of that mind. Not everybody, but there's a huge majority of people that hate seeing other people do well. Like, to the point where, like, they gotta hate.
Right.
Like, 50 Cent is a #1 person that does that. So anybody that's doing anything good, 50 to keep his name relevant, he's got to attack the dude that's doing well.
It took me 7 years to get here, man. And I told him, I'm like, he said, I did that because y'all feel like y'all entitled to the spot y'all got. And I'm like, we all work to get to this spot we are. So you thinking
what does that even mean?
You thinking you can? I told him, I said,
I mean, what does that even mean?
Look, I told him, I said, you thinking you can diss us to get where we work to get? It's like that's foolish in itself, bro. Like you gotta work. You cannot. You can't take shortcuts, bro. Ain't no shortcuts.
Nah, man, he's struggling, man, with something.
Ain't no shortcuts, man.
But
look. Hey, shout out to bruh. You feel me? Best wishes on your future and all that. I've never been the kind of person that's gonna ever like down talk a person. I'm just speaking on that song. It's inspired by DJ. You know, and best wishes to him and what he got going on.
Hopefully, man, y'all can work that out, bro.
I'll say this, Skypp, man. Like, I'm not a rapper, right? And
It's right there.
I've been dissed on tracks. Like, I'm about to come back at you on some stuff. Like, it doesn't even make sense. But it's just weird that we are in that culture to, like, if you're not feeling somebody, it's nothing but an opinion. So you just don't relate. Right. And then they try to do it over a wax.
Over the top.
With y'all friends. It's, like, weird, man. And regardless, I'm going to shout out DJ. Okay, I don't know you, DJ.
Shout out DJ, man.
But you just inspired a super dope track.
Right. Yeah. That's all I want to say. I mean, that.
Thank you, DJ.
Well, his song structure, man, is.
That's
sure.
a crazy.
Man.
The wordplay, I benefit. This was crazy.
Yeah,
hey, man, I don't. Listen, I love music. If you trash, I just be quiet. So, because my mama said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Absolutely.
But that was a dope track.
Much love,
super
brother.
dope.
I appreciate it.
AJ, I don't know if you live by those values.
I do, man. Sometimes I hold black people accountable. Look, I say this. Everybody thinks I hate LeBron James, right? Everybody's like,
oh my God,
right? And it's cool.
His name come up
because everybody thinks I hate him.
Do you like anything about? Do you like anything about LeBron?
But today I ate it.
How did he come up in this? I mean, man, we had a great vibe going.
No, what I'm gonna say is today I bought Blaze Pizza. The other day I watched Survivor's Remorse. No matter what LeBron does, I still support. Because he's in the black community, so I'm not going to tear you down in that manner. I'm going to still make sure you get your money. So that's what I'm saying, man.
Right.
Regardless, I try to hold
nothing wrong with accountability.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go back to King Kendall, and we're going to listen to one of his songs called The Mashup.
This kind of concept made me famous when I was doing covers. I got 2.6 million views on one video.
Oh, really?
So I got famous doing it. And so I wanted to, there's this particular song. You'll know what it is when you hear it. Just listen to the whole thing. It's a mashup.
Okay.
R&B back, baby, 90s.
All right. Thank you. We're going to listen to Mashup right here.
There's something about this chemistry, and that's why she's enough for me. Girl, you know.
Hold on, I'm trying to play it. Even though that last one, whatever we heard, was dope. That's not the one we wanted. You got to buy the album to get that one.
What's that called? Soul Automatic?
That's baby. That was a baby maker.
Yeah, you know. I
Good.
can R&B. R&B everywhere.
Yeah. Hold on, y'all.
You got to refresh.
Yeah, let me refresh this real quick.
You talk about the 90s a lot, man. Man.
It ain't real. I don't want it if it ain't.
Yeah, I got a question, man.
You did? Yeah.
After this.
No, go ahead. Talk about it.
Man. Go ahead. What you want?
Man, question, man. Your top 5 90s artists.
Man,
R&B.
God, Jagged Edge.
Okay.
God, D'Angelo.
Okay. I mean, there's so many to choose from.
Jesus Lord.
Like
I
Joe?
mean, you can't. Bro, you'll hear in here. You'll hear a couple in this here. You'll get a wind of a little bit of a couple of my favorite artists in this song here. But definitely. The ones who could also play and record because the timeless music, of course, the Prince and of course even the Babyface, but the John B. You feel me?
Yeah.
They sleep.
Hey man, that first John B album. That first John B album is incredible.
Yeah, they sleep. It's crazy. But go ahead. Let's.
John B is Klay Thompson.
Go somewhere, man.
He's Klay Thompson.
Here we go with Mashup, King Kendall. Apologies. YouTube is buffering for whatever reason.
There we go.
They don't want us to hear King Kendall.
And the funny part is like past the I don't know.
Hit a refresh, bro.
I think YouTube player hating on us.
Yeah, they player hating.
Look, title.
Title. You know, you gotta get the Apple Music title, Google Play, Spotify.
Get on title right now.
Yeah, go get that.
I love this song.
Go get that.
Mashup. All right, that's buffering. Why that's buffering?
We can ask some questions. Why?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Finish your 5 though. Finish your 5.
Man, I'm an artist, man. And I'm just the even though Tank started in the more so blew up in the 2000s. I'm a major Tank fan.
Yeah, but he wrote a lot for the
the industry, the Omarions, the boy band groups, and karaoke.
There's a lot of people that surprised me that wrote music before they even got in, like Neo, August Alsina.
Because there's a lot of uncreative talent that's the face.
Right.
But then you got the people that are the real art that make them. And one of the things that's blowing me up is I'm both.
Right.
I do my own website. I do my own beats. Everything you hear is
own
me.
Everything.
And then you can hear it. My real fans understand the progression. They can hear the better.
You like the J. Cole of R&B, bro.
Yeah. Hey. You know what I mean? Big ups to that. Yeah. Right on, man. Right on.
Is this thing still not playing? What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Internet.
They hating. They hating on the King Kendall.
YouTube is hating. It's okay, man.
They hating on the King Kendall.
But why did you do mashup? Because I could tell you a story. You sent
that girl is a real crowd pleaser. Small world, all up in. So I'm reading the Black Beatles. Come on, girl, why you frontin'? I mixed a bunch of songs in it. I want some of your brown sugar. I mixed a bunch to that track, that one solid track right there. And so I did that just to make sure that people knew I'm for real. Right. You take anything you want. I'm a singer. Like I sing. I'm a singer. Right. You know, I don't do this just as just for play. I'm a real artist. So
the word play is funny.
I don't do this for play. That's how I grew up with that, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah.
So. We gonna get this because we need to hear the mashup.
Yeah, you gotta hear the mashup. You gotta hear the mashup.
Back to Skypp though. Skip. Beneficial.
Skip opening up for Babyface. I'm jealous.
So
bring out King Kendall.
Until that comes on, can I ask you this question, Skip?
What's up?
We're doing a Stop the Violence rally for the Jungle next week. Not a rally. We're just doing a Stop the Violence show. And we're gonna talk about like the direction our youth is going in and things like that. So it's going to be at Washington Square, and it's going to be like more tailored to what happened at Warren Central. And Skip has a track dedicated to the students at Warren Central. Can you tell us about that, Skip?
The song?
Yeah, the song. Yeah. Tell us about what you said. Inspired, but it says inspired by the students of Warren.
Yeah. What happened at Warren? Because I don't watch the news at all.
Well, ask it.
I mean, there's a reason why, man. I mean,
Skip.
Well, a few months ago, 2 students were murdered.
Oh, I heard about that.
But yeah, it was another student that was also shot, but he survived the shooting. But like I was writing the album around that time. It was towards the end, but when that happened, bro, I was like I was emotional, bro. So I had to write about it. Whenever I get emotional like that, I always write about it. So that was the last song I wrote on the whole album, and the song is called "Aim High," and it's directed towards any kind of like kid, the youth, all the youth. It's not just for the students of Warren Central, but the students of Warren Central inspired it. But it's for like all the youth, and that song, I'm just trying to give game to the kids, man, and just like lead them on the right path and trying to tell them to aim high. You know, and the whole hook of the song is if I want to change the world, I got to start with me first. So while I'm trying to change these kids' perspectives, I'm also telling myself, dudes, you gotta be what you want them to be. You can't just tell them to do this and you're not showing them how to do it or what it looks like to do it. So aim high, like.
I think that was super dope. I think the children at Warren Central will appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And I still work at Warren Central.
Yeah.
Man, they should have you perform that.
They need it more than ever.
I'm saying they should.
So is it working now, Ray?
Yes, it's working now.
Let's hear this
promise y'all it's working right now.
Let's go, man.
The mashup. Let's do it.
Okay.
Sexy Summer Vibes, Volume 1.
Here it is.
King Kendall on the track.
Young boy living like an old king. least the cash, watch it up for slow. Come on, girl, where you from? Baby, show me something. You done spent your plan on now, and it's all for nothing. Whoa, whoa, yeah. These girls ain't loyal, no they ain't, no they ain't, no. These girls ain't loyal, yeah, yeah. Want some of your brown sugar. Some of your brown sugar. Oh baby, let's chill. Let's settle down. That's all I want to do. Oh baby, just me and you. Let's chill. Yeah, let's settle down. Just me and you. That girl is a real crowd pleaser. Yeah. Small world, all her friends know me. Yeah. Young boy living like a little geezer. At least the cash, watch it all go slow. Oh, nah, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah. It's King Kendall. It's the new jam you into. Oh, nah, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah, nah. It's King Kendall. It's the new jam you into. Yeah. Said it's the radio station. Ask her, cause she'll tell ya. Yeah. Said I'd like to know what turns you on. Yeah, I'd like to know. So tell me how you
Wow.
Hey, man.
Wow.
Listen,
I mean,
Right on, man.
I need a CD, bro.
90s.
You got 'em?
90s
You got 'em?
mashup.
I got
you
you,
got some here?
bro. I'm gonna make you one. I live.
You too, man. With mine?
Yeah, man. I got you, bro.
Jeffy has everything.
I just sold out of copies, man. I got
Yeah.
I got the what's happening.
You got
so
physical
can-
copies?
I sold out.
You sold out of them?
I'm printing.
I
I'm
got
printing
these
mine
made,
up
man.
now.
So
Oh,
y'all wouldn't
man.
forget.
Hey, listen, man. I'm old school.
Dope,
Look, bro.
dope.
I need the hard copy, man.
Yeah,
I got
know,
you. Hey, I got you. They coming
You
in.
know,
Monday.
I have title.
I got
You
you.
know what I'm saying? But
I got you.
I'm old school.
You know,
Yeah.
I
My
you
handwork is
bought like
terrible.
4 copies of the last album, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Bring
Straight
them.
up. I
So
appreciate that.
how'd you feel about that, Pat?
I loved it, man. I love the vibe, bro. I mean,
Right
the
on.
melody of it. I
Absolutely.
mean, dude, just be creative. I mean, you took those songs, like those little parts in the song.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard to do, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just how I
And
hear
to-
things,
and to-
man.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like, I like how, like, I mean, you didn't, like, have any drums at all.
Right.
And it was like, you just wanted,
Wanted you to feel it.
thank you.
I wanted
You
to
gave
feel
him
it.
your
Feel it.
sound.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gave him your sound.
I wanted it intimate,
Right.
vibe with it. I
Yeah.
can see, I can see the girl and the people who listen to it.
Yeah.
I wanted to, top
Right.
down,
Hey,
right?
man, that's dope, man.
Right.
That's,
Yeah.
bro.
That's what's up.
Right
Sexy
on.
summer vibes.
Sexy
Volume
Summer
1
Vibes.
everywhere
Go get
now.
I'm sorry, my handwork is terrible. He's going to post.
I just did.
Someone said they can't see it, but you just posted it. Both of y'all just
I
posted.
just posted my link.
Okay.
Yeah, I just posted my link.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
both
put my
artists
website into the
posted the
comments.
links in the
Shout out, man, to my
comment
mom.
section.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's
Skip,
my mom
Go
comment.
get
That's
that.
a very good idea to put your link and everything on the
Yeah.
card.
Do it.
Yeah.
Because that's like passing out your CD. Because people
Absolutely.
download everything. That's dope.
But you know what? I just did a concert opening for Too Short, and it was a lot of people in the crowd that bought a CD, but it was a lot of people who didn't have cash on them.
Right.
And I was thinking, like, man, when they leave here, they might not remember. Like, even though I'm
Right.
telling them skip, they might not remember. But if they walk away with that card, they'll have something to look at when they wake
Absolutely.
up. And they got that hangover or
Absolutely.
whatever. They might
Absolutely.
they might forget, But
Yeah.
don't ever let
Yeah.
them leave empty-handed, artists. Make sure you take something with you.
Yeah, man.
Put
Have
it in
All
your
day,
something.
hands.
all day marketing. Your
Card,
best
a
marketing.
T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
Indiana has dope artists, man.
Indiana does have dope artists. You know, and this is all
Very
around.
creative, man.
You know, it is a Indiana's a family state. You know, we can't avoid that. But it's also a melting pot for making money and being creative. I've experienced all of it. I mean, anything from the IT world to the music world. I've done just about anything that I wanted to do in the city in regards to, you know, either making money or doing something that I love to do. Right. There's absolutely no way for you to say that you can't do what you love to do here. At all. You know, music is one of them. I believe that the stigma of people saying that there's not enough support here, I just think that it's pure laziness when it comes to them getting out and promoting themselves. Correct. A lot of people try and target the radio station or get mad at the radio station. If you create a big enough buzz, the radio station is going to come to you.
Power of social media and engaging with fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
So
social
you're going to get these calls.
Like, the game.
Literally.
Yeah, you're going to get the calls. You're going to get the DJs on board, but you have to be consistent. Perform in every venue. Go everywhere.
Do it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like people, you know, here, well, you know, I'll talk about people here, but it happens everywhere. Whenever they get involved in something, your reasoning for doing it has to come from the, you know, from the heart. You know, from, you know, like so like it doesn't matter how many people are listening to you. Right. You have to have the same passion where if one person is listening to you,
exactly.
Even, you know, whether it's one person or like a million, I mean, you got to have that same passion. Exactly. Man. Period.
Exactly. Doing this in this city for like 7 years, trust me, I've the highs and lows, bro. Right. And I'm going to tell you what it is, like, because I've been affiliated with every artist, the ones who fell off, who got locked up, the ones who still doing it. Right. You got to be strong-minded, man, because if you're doing this from Indianapolis, man, you're going to get discouraged every single day, bro. Right, absolutely. You're going to be discouraged because it seems like nobody is looking, nobody is watching you. Right. And the thing about it is, people are watching you, and they are looking, and they are taking notice. But we're just such a small market, man. You gotta stand out. You got to do more. And if you just give up, you lose all your chances. You know.
Shout out to my Kendalls. 23,000 fans, well, about 30,000 on all social media outlets now. Celebrity page on Facebook. Without y'all, I'm nothing. The new people who support me, I'm nothing without you, period.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
What's the artist without the supporters, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we appreciate y'all.
For sure. Continue supporting these artists, man. You know, at the end of the day, this is good music. And regardless, you always gonna have somebody that don't like something.
And let me say this: I don't know who comes through, but I've seen a lot. Shout out to you guys, the Gray Area.
Thank you.
This is professionalism. When you speak of Indianapolis, you don't see this a lot. Much respect. As two African American males who have vision, you got a lot of respect for me. First time I've been here. But I don't want it to be my last.
Thank you. It won't be your last. You definitely coming back. Anybody that comes to the Gray Area is always welcome back.
Big up
for sure. And we appreciate that, man. We did this, you know, because there's not enough light shed on the greatness that Indianapolis and surrounding areas have to offer. Right. You know what I'm saying? The only media outlets showcase the criminality that's in the city, the violence that's in the city. You don't hear them talking much about people like you guys out here really pushing good music and really doing it the right way. They focus on like one thing that I just want to bring awareness to is you know, Indiana Black Expo and Classic. You know, the numbers have been falling. Right. You know, and it's because the media and all these people are making it seem like it's not anything that is violent. Right. So now people don't want to come out. Right. They don't want to be involved. They don't want to be a part of it. I say go out to the Indiana Black Expo. Go to the Circle City Classic. Go out and support people. You know, there's people that are like their life is invested in a business, right? And this is one way for them to go out and channel that and gain your you know, your sincerity. So go out and support these people, even if you don't buy anything. Have a conversation, grab a card. Right. You know, be supportive. We got to get back to that. We can't let the media and the narratives of other people determine who we are as not only a people, but as a city that has great things. We only got a couple of things, you know what I'm saying, for the community. So we have to get back to building those and being a part of them. And, you know, Skypp, you're going to be there Saturday at Bankers Life, opening up for Fantasia, Babyface. Who else is going to be there?
It was Shantae Moore, but now it's Kevin Ross.
Kevin Ross, okay. I think he sounds familiar.
He made that song,
Sound real familiar.
God, we all know.
If
the
I
song.
heard the song, I probably know what it is.
Yeah, we all know the song.
Yeah, for sure.
We all know the song.
And man, this is great, man. You know, we're gonna just wrap it up, man. If I want you guys to really let the viewers know how they can reach you guys, and how to stay in contact with you.
Hey, well, hold on, man. Before
Okay.
we get to that, man, look, I got one last question, right?
Okay.
You know, I know you guys love music.
Yeah.
But what is the end all be all? Like 10 years from now, like what do y'all want to do?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like where do where do y'all want to be at?
Community,
you know what I'm
saying? Bro, a male example, I'm going to be setting up centers.
Okay.
For a job program for African American
Awesome.
youth.
Beautiful.
I'm going to invest my money back into the community
Okay.
that helped me.
For
my
sure.
Ken dolls. Even right now, I give gifts and people that support my career. And then even now, the end result is to be an example that it's more than music. I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I oversee a couple of companies right now.
That's
CEO
awesome.
for my father's company,
Yeah.
multimedia, kind of like geek.
Awesome.
So that's why I do my own website stuff.
That's
and
awesome.
training programs for young people to create revenue streams in media.
That's great.
Today's world. Yeah.
That's awesome. See, man, and this is the kind of stuff that needs to be heard.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? This is the kind of stuff that needs to be heard. And the one thing I want to touch on also is that in this country, they pigeonhole us into certain categories. So
Correct.
you got TV, music, and sports,
Right.
and it's like y'all don't do nothing outside of that.
Right.
It's why it's unheard of. Like if you live in a rich neighborhood, they're like, oh, you got to be one of these guys.
Right.
You can't own an IT company. You can't be a
Right.
CEO of a company, or
Right.
they just don't see that. You know what I'm saying? So it's our responsibility as individual and as black folks
Absolutely.
to do more.
Absolutely.
Don't pigeonhole yourself, because obviously the
Don't dumb it down.
yeah, and don't dumb it down. Be yourself
one
and
of
do
the
what you
most
do.
ignorant
But
statements I've
man,
ever
it's
heard.
great. It's great
Absolutely.
that you even have that vision outside of what you're doing for you. You're passionate about music, but you still understand. Like, look,
I got a 10-year plan.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
On paper.
There it is.
So,
Yeah, I heard it. Have a
yeah.
10-year plan, not a
Yeah.
5-year. Have a
I got
10-year
10-year
plan.
plan on paper.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And Skip, man.
Skip, man. Can you answer that same question?
Yeah.
Hey man, the sky's the limit for me, man. Luckily, I have a manager who keeps me grounded, and he
for
lets
sure.
me know the realities of life. You know, especially coming
Yeah.
from where I come from.
Right.
When you like my age or even younger, you just dream so big, man, and you just get too far ahead of yourself. That's why people quit. You know, they dream
Right.
big, and when the results don't come fast enough,
Right.
they give up and they crash. But
Right.
the sky's the limit for me, man. I don't want to set too many expectations for myself because I don't want to let myself down. But understand, I'm going to work as hard as I can to get whatever, and I'm going to help as many people as I can help on the way.
Absolutely, man.
If
That's
I make it
beautiful.
to where I envision myself being, man, like, oh, man.
Right.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want the recognition. I just want to see
listen,
change.
Yes,
Thank
bro.
you.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
That's
saying.
for
Like,
sure.
if I ever
For
make
sure.
it to that level,
Yeah.
the world is going, man.
Oh no, you got to change that.
Listen,
when
man.
you make it to that.
Yeah,
win.
absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Win.
Put it out
if
there.
and when,
Win.
if
Put
and
it
when
out there.
I ever make
Yeah.
it there, man, like the world is gonna definitely feel my wrath, man.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
And Chance the Rapper, and this is just my personal opinion. I love music, all music. I'm not a fan of his music per se. I'm a fan of him, like as a person. I
His
love
energy,
what he
his-
embodies as far as passion and what
Yeah.
he's doing for the community.
That's the aim right
saw
Those
him in
that
concert.
that will always get me. If you can do whatever you want, but if you understand what you're trying to do and that you're doing it for like people in general, I'm on board. I'm
That's
all
what
on
it's
board.
all about, bro. You
know,
got to do it for the people.
Absolutely.
Like you have to, bro. That's the only way to be successful and to like show that you're actually genuine in what you're doing. So
Right.
that's why I make the music I make, bro. I talk about my life stories because I know my story is relatable to a lot of people, whether it be different aspects of my story or whatever the case may be.
Right.
I always talk about that and only that because like people need that, man, to fuel
Right.
them.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I remember growing up and I heard a Tupac song that was like, man, for real.
Yeah.
For sure.
Brenda's got a baby, and
Yeah.
so what do you say? Shorty want to be a thug?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
them kind of songs, man. That's why I became the artist I am. So if I ever make it to that level, man, I'm gonna push that kind of music.
When you
and
make it.
I'm also show it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show it, bro. You know what I mean? So they can be inspired.
Right.
It's a factor of when, because he's already
When.
had
It's too much passion inside of me to speak
Yeah,
it, bro. I really
for
can't
sure.
speak on what I want to do. It's so big, bro.
People
That's
feel
why
passion. Speak on it.
I can't
sure.
speak on it, bro. It's like too much. I can't get it out.
Yes, you can.
I swear. I can't
Watch
get
me.
it out.
I say whatever's on my mind all the time. So
If
you
I could
can't.
I can't put it into words, bro. The kind of impact I want to have on this world, man.
Right.
But
I
at
see
first,
it.
I gotta work, man, and that's big in my head right now.
Right.
Is never to stop working. So I just want to take it a step at a time and like make no expectations for myself, no limits, just go.
That's
and
awesome.
Hopefully, I look up in 10 years, bro, and I'm one of the most influential people to person to people.
For sure. And you on your way, brother.
Yeah.
Both of y'all, man. Both of y'all. I love what y'all
When
doing.
in doubt, KingKendall.com. You can get to everything. KingKendall.com.
Yeah,
I'm everywhere music is sold, though, streamed and sold.
Hey Jay, can you put that in the feed?
Put what in the Fiji?
His website.
I put the I'll put the website in the feed too. I put the link
cool.
where you can all the distributing partners. I put
Okay.
that link in there. You click it and you can pick which one you want to play it from.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
If you didn't see my comment, it's officialskypp.com, OFFICIALSKYPP.com. Check that out.
Make sure you guys support these brothers.
And make sure everybody
what they're
listen
doing.
and support the gray area.
Thank
Tag
you.
your friends.
Absolutely.
Tag your
Shout out to
friends.
y'all for
Social
having
media
us.
is very important, y'all who are listening. Please understand this. I'm a social media guru. Like, share, and comment because of the agriculture. When you get involved, it says that we need to put this in front of more people. So don't just watch it. Please get engaged. Please share this. I love these
Absolutely.
brothers.
Yeah.
This
Right
is what
on.
it's about. Let's do it.
Appreciate
Right
it,
on.
family.
Right
Appreciate
on.
it.
I appreciate that, man.
Thank y'all for having us, man, for real.
Yeah.
Hey man, thank you, man, for coming, family.
Why ain't you ask about my album?
The Bout Buckets album.
Bout buckets. I had to kill some little kids earlier today. That's what I do.
This dude is crazy.
You would kill anybody that's in
Got
front of
AJ
you.
out there with you.
Tell y'all something, man. AJ be trying to see, I think he be doing it on purpose.
What?
Like when he play me.
Oh.
Like for some reason, he get the ball and he just like, everybody clear out. I be like, wait a minute.
I'm still waiting to play AJ. Though.
What's
I gotta
going
play
on?
AJ. I still waiting to play.
It is messed up, and it's so bad because it's just that it's Ray E.
Hey.
It's just that it's a move that's going to work at this time. And then
don't-
Ray E is the person who's in the picture.
Hey, don't none of y'all want it with Pat though.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
hey,
saying.
Here we go.
hey, P.
Don't none of y'all
Wills.
want it with Pat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wills
I'm
got
done
that. He
with
got
it.
that gun.
Much
The
love
only
to
person,
everybody.
the only person that can lock Pat up is me. So I'm just gonna leave that right there.
I'm not going to disrespect Pat on his own show.
Hey, listen,
But
man.
it's a reason my name is Bout Buckets to Pat.
Hey, listen, man. I gave AJ that name a long time ago. Bout Buckets.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. P. Wills, you want to close out, man?
Yeah, man. Look, I close out, man. Look, man. I love you, brothers, man. You know, you guys
Much
are
love.
positive vibes, man. Great music. You know what I'm saying? We're here to support. You know, you guys can, come back anytime.
100%.
You know, whatever, we can do from our end to, get you guys.
Oh, we ain't done because
Yeah.
I got something. I'm gonna blow y'all social media up.
I appreciate that,
Blow
man.
y'all-
appreciate
listen,
that.
My word is bond.
I appreciate
I can't
that.
lie.
Appreciate that, bro.
just think-
Yeah,
I
appreciate.
got
Yeah. Appreciate
Yes,
it,
sir.
man. Yeah,
We
man.
need that, man. The more people we reach, the bigger,
Yeah,
bigger,
absolutely.
better this platform
More who
gets.
know, the more
and
you grow, boy.
Absolutely,
That's how it is, boy.
absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And look, man, you brothers, man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Just be you. I mean, I respect that. Like, I love music. So when I see people that are talented, man, but they're being themselves, while doing it, man, that's huge, man, to me. And you know what, man, I'm gonna say this, about AJ though, really, really quick before we go. This dude right here, man, I think like he's really misunderstood.
Very much.
I mean, I've known him for a very, very, very long time.
Heart of gold, man.
One of the biggest hearts, man,
Ever.
that anybody could
Yeah.
know. I mean, one of the, like look, when my first son was born, it's like 2 a.m. This dude came to the hospital.
Yeah.
You know what
Still
I'm saying?
drove me places,
Yeah.
moved to wash and dry, almost killed myself.
Yeah.
Just there for me. You
Yeah.
know, riding me, getting me out of
Yeah.
situation. Just there, man. He's a real brother. That's why I work with him.
Yeah.
On
Awesome.
the business tip.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
he's family. you
Yeah,
know?
man,
awesome.
he is
Family, man.
very confident, man. And I think if you don't know him, and the same as with Andre Owens, like if you don't know these guys, man, you think they're just arrogant or buttholes, man. But they're but you gotta know them.
Right.
And one thing I love, man, especially man for black men, is to be confident. So I never knock anybody's confidence, man. Period. And that dude right there, man, like you said, he got a heart of gold, man.
Absolutely.
Listen,
Period.
I'm going to say this, man. It's funny because you said that, and I was going to end with something, but when you don't lack confidence, you don't mind bigging and praising other people because what you do doesn't take away from me. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem telling people that I think Skypp is dope. I went on a rant yesterday on my show, and it's like, I think India ain't got dope artists. I named Skypp, I named Maxie, I named Jetty, I named King Kendall, I named everybody because I don't have a problem with that. But what I was going to say, funny, is like I don't ever have to big myself up, man. I feel like my core people and my friends and everybody know me is always that. And I was going to say, any artist that's in the city right now, this is needed. Y'all need to come on the gray area, have people listen to a couple of y'all songs, have a couple people people comment and say what they gotta do. This platform right here and this just opportunity. I don't know if these are the first 2 artists you did, and they're both amazing artists and have both really good projects out. This is very necessary for artists, for you to get heard and people to actually give you positive feedback, negative feedback. It really don't matter. It's just feedback, and I think it's amazing that you guys did this, and I appreciate it just being in the royal family with King Kendall, and I appreciate it for Skypp, man, because he was on the show last week.
Yep.
And I heard the project, and I told him I'm gonna write something. I just been busy, man, but I'm gonna write something on the narrative about both of them, because I think they both doing amazing things, man. And I really appreciate amazing artists, good people, and this is what the city needs, like positive people coming out saying positive things.
Absolutely.
That's great, man.
Support each other, man. Yeah, I'll end with that, man. Support each other. Yeah, I mean, there's so much talent here, man. You know, my mother asked, "Where have you guys been hiding?" Well, they haven't been hiding. You know, they just need the support.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah, I've been out just maybe a year. I celebrated a year not too long ago in the RnB game. So I guess I technically I just been burst.
Right.
Not hiding, just here we
go. But your passion and you know your road to success, even what you talking about, what you're gonna do, because your word is that's dude. You're gonna excel way faster than a lot of people.
I appreciate
you already ahead of the gun.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Guys, man.
And
I appreciate, man, the hoop love too. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, man. You know,
I appreciate that.
Some things just common sense, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you brothers for coming on. I'm going to do my closing remarks. AJ, man, thanks for always, AJ always hit me up, man. Anybody that AJ knows that's in town or that he knows, he's like, hey, Ray, look, I got somebody that put him on the show. Can they get on today? I'd be like, wait, we got to schedule. but AJ's good for that, man, and I love the dude because he's continuously supporting people, no matter what.
All day.
And that's big.
You know what's funny? Hold on. After me and Skypp got into it on Facebook, everybody thought we didn't get into it, but everybody thought we did, right? The next 4 weeks, I shared every single post that Skypp came. And I know people like, oh, he's trying. Like, no, dude's a dope artist. I'm not gonna let anything a conversation ruin that. That's stupid to me.
Right. And
I gotta read that post, man.
We have to get. Look, listen.
I gotta read that post.
We don't go backwards, Pat. We go forward.
I got you.
I'm gonna end it with this.
Oh, man.
We have to get away from like shunning people because we disagree with them.
Yeah.
We're all human. It's okay to disagree with people. Don't get to the point where you got to go shoot or kill somebody or hate somebody or I ain't talking to them no more or I'm blocking them. Really? Like you really if you really doing that and you living in a box, you keeping yourself in a box. We cannot do that to one another. We got too much to live for, and we got too many things to accomplish to be sitting on hatred. That doesn't mean we can't discuss and disagree. Hell, I disagree with a lot of stuff AJ say all the time. But I respect AJ, and I respect his opinion and who he is. You know what I'm saying? I will never be like, well, I ain't never talking to AJ again because he don't view the things that I view as you know what I'm saying. We have to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? Continue working with one another, continue building with one another, and continue supporting one another no matter what. Discussion is a discussion, right? You know what I'm saying? Dialogue is important.
All day.
And I'll leave it with that. So thanks to the viewers for always tuning in.
Yeah, thank
you. This is our
you.
First official show where we actually were able to display music, have R&B artists and hip hop artists on. Outside of Jay Murray. Jay Murray was on one time. We played one of his songs. But you guys are officially, we've been able to play a couple of tracks from you, and we've maintained a level of viewership while doing that. So that's awesome. You know what I'm saying?
They love the music too.
Usually the viewership do this depending on what you're doing, but it stays steady and people stayed and listened, and that's awesome. That shows good things. So we want all the viewers out there to let people know, if you have people who are interested in being on the gray area, tell them to go to the website, just www.thegrayareamedialive.com, and click on Get on the Show. You're going to go through a few prompts of information that we need so that we can contact you and schedule you properly. It's not as simple as just inboxing us. Inboxing us is the first start, but we really need you to go to the website and fill out, get on the show survey. That will give us everything that we need to schedule you properly and get you in here quicker. So thank y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Welcome to the Gray Area. The Gray Area Media. We've obligated ourselves to be the voice for all communities, speaking on topics that include community, religion, education, politics, technology, sports, health, and wellness. The Gray Area Media is a platform created by longtime friends for the sole purpose of providing our communities with the ability to voice current, past, and modern-day issues. The Gray Area, in its naming significance, solely speaks to the area in which people shy away from speaking because of media-based constraints or contractual-based obligations. Well, I'm here to tell you, we don't do that here. So please, stay tuned in. We're going to go live in a few minutes. Don't forget, please add us as a friend on Facebook so that you can follow our live feed. And not only that, please add us on Twitter and Instagram at The Gray Area Media. Please visit our website at www.thegrayareamedialive.com. Thank you.